Alright, hey guys, here we are, hole number 1 that I'm trying to do a revision guide for. We're going to try to use the free-to-play balls in the expert division and just do some run-throughs with these holes. So I'm going to try to stick to Kingmakers or maybe Berserkers on this guide, and the only difference will be the clubs. So I'm going to use a little bit more experience bag this go around. What that does is it just kind of shows you where guys who are probably, up towards the top 10 will be. You'll be able to see kind of the way that they probably most likely are having their success. For this hole especially, I like to go over to this right-hand side, try to get that wind as straight as possible. So you'll see with where I'm aiming and how I'm trying to do this. And I would think somewhere around the neighborhood of 6 rings for this wind. Also curl to just kind of offset that guide. You'll see I'll try to stay maybe just a little bit under 1 ball of curl here. I just want to try to keep this as straight into the fairway as possible, and also not too much topspin. Make sure that it stops short of that rough. But there you can see right around the 3.5, 4-ish topspin area with the Epoch 5, Epoch 6, Epoch 7 is going to kind of roll out towards the very edge there. And as long as you're careful, you should be able to give yourself a nice little angle and have a very good opportunity to be able to hold this one. Now, the hardest thing about this shot is going to be the wind effect component of it. So we're going to have to try to master wind effect, which is not something that can easily be done, especially on full club short irons. So there you can see my opponent. Not the greatest of shots. It's a little bit easier with the accurate clubs as opposed to extra mile. So here you can see we're pretty close to the stock full club. I'm going to use right around 3 on the backspin. Try to get this to just run out. Now what I'll typically do here is, 1.8 per ring is max club typically, so that's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 rings, but I'm going to need to play more than that. 5 isn't going to be enough rings. I'm thinking at least maybe into 6. What is that, 6.4? Let's just try that. And the reason for the extra is all the wind effect. So you'll need to go some extra. Had I got my perfect ball, there was a good chance I was going to make it, but it's still may have just been a fraction light. So keep that in mind. That great ball on the right definitely cost me the opportunity, but you are going to need to go just a little bit extra there if you want to be able to pull that off. So, if the standard adjustment calls for 5 rings, you see I'm going almost, and it's going to be one of those things that you just got to scale. Towards max club, you always have to go a little bit more because there's going to be more wind effect. Towards min club, you'll try to scale that down and use less overcorrection for the wind. But hopefully you guys are able to get that one. Good luck with this hole, and I will see you guys on the next one.